Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Setia and my student number is 2402 0330 103. This is my poster and I will explain it. Integrating genre-based approach with project-based learning in English language teaching. So, first of all, what is GBA? What is gender-based approach? Gender-based approach is a teaching approach that helps students understand and produce different types of text based on their social function. Student learns the structure, purpose, and language feature of text such as descriptive, narrative, report, and procedure text. Let's say we're gonna use descriptive text. So how do we integrate that gender-based learning, gender-based approach, and project-based learning? So first thing first, we're gonna look at what is project-based learning. Project-based learning is student-centered learning method where students gain knowledge and skill by working on meaningful project. They often uh, work as a group, but there's a slight catch in this project-based learning. Do you know why? Yep, correct. There is a slight that when one student is working hard, maybe the others not. So that's the catch. That's a big catch. And when the teachers not helping or maybe not checking the student can they can be they cannot maybe like, oh, I want to do this, but I'm afraid that my teacher is is not like it, you know. So the teacher must, for me, the teacher is must checking all the time the process week by week. So if you do project-based learning, you the teacher should be checking every time. And move on to the next one. How gender-based approach and project-based learning work together. So gender-based approach helps students understand the text structure and language features, while project-based learning allows them to apply this skill through meaningful project. Students learn a genre-based approach stages and then create collaborative projects such as digital poster like us. This integration makes English learning more active, creative, and meaningful. So, what is the characteristic of genre-based approach? One is focus on text types and cognitive purposes. Two is provide explicit teaching of language feature. Yes, teacher have to be teaching the standard first and letting the student work by themselves. That is learning by doing, by project-based learning. Use scaffolding to guide student, and the last one is connect language learning with context. Next, characteristic of project-based learning. Student-centered. One is student-centered learning. That's important in this is student. They mention just the student. That's project-based learning specialty. All student. Second one is collaboration and teamwork. Yes, teamwork is so very important in this project-based learning. And the third one is creativity and innovation. Of course, project is project and have to be creative, have to be project-based learning is have to be good at using digital one or using your creativity generally. Four is real-world learning. Let's say you you make a poster like this, you have to be um, you have to know that you're not making it once. You have to take it, you have to fix it later. You have to maybe improve this, you have to improve that, you have to add this, you have to add that. That's project-based learning. The last one is active participation. Yes, if you're not active, you're not doing project-based learning. Basically, if you're doing it, if the project-based learning is 3 weeks period of time, and you're doing it just a day, you're not gonna do it. And that's not project-based learning. Project-based learning is doing it little by little, week by week. Next one is the teaching procedure. Okay, so I have my example is making a poster of descriptive text. The first of teaching procedures is building knowledge of the field. So the teacher introduced the topic, you know, you, if we, if the teachers use descriptive text, the teachers should teach the standard, maybe the uh, what the standard of the descriptive text. And second one is modeling of the text. Student analyze examples of descriptive or informational text and identify the structure and language features. There's still a standard in this. The third one is joint construction. Teacher and student create a simple poster text together. In this, by mean, is the draft. Maybe in week one, after we study the standard, the the standard for the scaffolding of the student, teacher should teachers should first create a simple poster text together. And the next one is independent construction and project. And this is when project-based learning start to take place. Students work in groups to create an educational poster using appropriate text, structure, images, and creative design. Students have to be creative. They have to learn the standard for the and they can learn from the teacher. They can learn from anywhere. They have if learn by doing, learn by doing, learn by failing, learn by their friend. That's project-based learning in the fourth point. And the last one is presentation. Of course, the name is project. You have to present it. Each group present their poster in front of the class or a video using English, like I did. Move on. Next is learning outcome. So the learning outcome, students are able to write effective text for poster. Effective. Second one is use appropriate vocabulary and grammar. This is the teacher should be checking week by week and check the vocabulary order and the grammar. And the fourth one is present information creatively. Creative. You have to be creative and work in group, collaborate. The fourth one is collaborate effectively in group. So anybody can enroll. Once maybe they're the leaders, and the other one is the editor. The other one is they search the materials. They have to be work in sync. Okay. The last one is conclusion. What we learn about integrating genre-based approach and project-based learning. So we learned that integrating get-based approach with project-based learning makes English learning more active, more creative, and meaningful through collaborative project. So in this integration, in this poster, I told you that integrating gender-based approach with project-based learning is so good because gender-based approach is making us know first, and the project-based learning is executing it. That's the point of this integrating gender-based approach and project-based learning in English language teaching. And I have to remind you something. Okay, if um project-based learning is project, right? And maybe okay, let's say a poster, then there's one big problem with project-based learning. One big problem. If you be a teacher, you want your student to like, oh, the other week or the last semester, I'm doing the project, I'm doing learning by making this, making that. But in project-based learning, the the one problem, the big problem that I catch is student can forget easily. If maybe if I doing this project and after this semester, oh, just forget it. It's just a project, and I'm learning. But the the second the second this is finished, many student is passing by. They said, "Oh, it's done. I'm not I'm not important anymore. I'm not in um this study anymore." That's one big problem that I get. Thank you very much. That's all for me. And if you enjoy my explanation, then I hope you can um, catch what I'm saying. Uh, Thank you very much for your all attention. See you later. See you later, and bye bye.